And the acid goes on the tail. Here's Akhtar again.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. I'm excited about today's video because it is someone I wanted to take a look at in more depth since I first saw him in a video a few months ago. And that is Shoaib Akhtar. And I apologize if that is not the proper pronunciation. He's a bowler from Pakistan. I think he was known as one of the greatest fast bowlers of all time. And this video is Top 10 Fire Yorkers by Shoaib Akhtar. And the reason I'm excited about this is because I saw a video early on when I started this channel about Yorkers, and I thought they were a lot of fun to watch. It's just such an overpowering type of way to deliver a ball. And then I watched the video, like the top 10 fastest bowls in history, and he was at the top, Shoaib Akhtar. So to see his Yorkers is something I'm looking forward to. If you like the video, you can subscribe. That would be very helpful for me. Like or comment. And without further delay, let's take a look at the top 10 fire Yorkers from Shoaib Akhtar. I apologize if that's not correct, but let's take a look.
Fast from Shoaib Akhtar.
Shoaib Akhtar. Oh, and a Yorker first ball. Fast delivery as well. 150.7. Magnificent bowling, Shoaib Akhtar. Absolutely spot on target.
Arguably the fastest bowler ever in the game of cricket, and certainly the man with the fastest ever recorded delivery, Shoaib Akhtar was one of the best ever fast bowlers produced by the Pakistan. The Rawalpindi Express was the first ever bowler to hit 100 miles per hour on the speed recorder. Shoaib Akhtar was a bowler who can turn the game in minutes through scorching pace and reverse swing. In this video,
Scorching pace and reverse swing. So, okay. I think swing is when you move the ball while it's still in the air.
we will take a look at top 10 Yorkers of Shoaib Akhtar.
Vincent go in quick succession. And the acid goes on the tail. Here's Akhtar again. Quick as that. That is a ripper of a delivery, right on target. He's been out of the game for 9 months. You wouldn't know it on this performance.
Like his,
No, you wouldn't, Smithy.
his style.
This is a ripper. He's around the wicket to the left-handers. He wants to have a good look at the whole castle. All three stumps.
Oh,
Wide of the
wow.
stumps.
A good look at the whole castle. I've never heard that. That must mean the three stumps. Is that the castle? Because he came from kind of far over on the pitch, and the guy said you want to have a look at the whole castle. So that's, I guess that's how you do it from that angle. That's kind of cool.
Tails back in, and that is a very, very fine delivery. And for your first ball up, bad luck, Daniel Vittori, and plenty of other good players. Right, in terms of batting. That's just a cracker.
That's
You can
interesting.
see this.
That was from, he was in the middle, and he just threw it straight. Wow, he's got a lot of options. I guess, you know, bowlers have options from where to release the ball.
Celebration happening here at the National Stadium, and rightly so, because this is a ripper.
95 miles an hour.
The classic
Man.
Yorker from Shoaib Akhtar.
Average speed of 92 miles an hour.
I mean, that's just
Action
overpowering.
here to Hart. Now he was dismissed in the first innings.
Through him, bowled. Yeah,
He
simple
looked
as
even
that.
a little
Another
to the
great
left
piece of
on that
bowling.
time.
In-swinging Yorker. Hart had no idea
In-swinging.
this time. He's yorked himself, essentially.
I've yorked myself essentially a time or two, perhaps. It looks like I've seen him go from the far right to the middle. That one looked, he was a little left from, you know, in the pitch, which gives him a lot of variations. You know, in contrast to baseball, where there's just a small, you know, it's called, you know, the rubber for whatever reason, and they have to keep their foot, on that. So they don't have the variation side to side. This is great.
Well, well, well. Akhtar picks up his 5th. He's got 5 for 30 now. It's a good piece of bowling, isn't it? Late in swing.
Oh, yeah. Late in swing.
What a great spell for Pakistan
How
this
do you
is.
pick that up? At 95 miles an hour.
And he's not finished yet. So 4 more balls to come in this spell.
Those Yorkers are so lethal.
So fun to watch.
Brilliant delivery. Absolutely unplayable, that one, even for the front-line batsman. And some swing in the air, then hitting the middle stump. Darren Gough making sure that the toes didn't come in the way of that Yorker.
And he's gone. Another Yorker. Bullseye. Wicket number 2 for Pakistan in Shoaib Akhtar.
This is irrelevant to his bowling, but one thing I've noticed, I don't know if it's all the time, but I've never seen him wear a hat. I've never seen him wear a hat, and he always has like the hair kind of dangling in his face. It's just a cool look. It's a unique look. That's kind of something about him I've noticed and kind of been drawn to, besides his ability at bowling.
Delivery, fast and furious, on target. This was expected. A short one followed by a most fantastic Yorker.
A short one followed by a Yorker. That's the key thing. That's one thing I haven't really gotten appreciation for yet, is how they set things up over the course of, 6 balls, 4 balls, like what he did before the Yorker. When you only see top 10 best Yorkers, you don't see the preliminary stuff that went into setting up that. But that's something I know is important, and I know it's something they do. I just haven't yet taken a look into it, but I will.
That was quick and straight. Look at that.
Well, that was straight, yeah.
2 stumps.
That's number 3 for Shoaib Akhtar in the similar fashion.
Look at that run, that's cool.
Bullseye once again, hitting the middle stump.
He's got him. That's the rank he was looking for. That has been a problem for Gilchrist this time. It's full.
One thing I really like about watching him is that, I'm not familiar with all the technique that goes into the delivery, that last step or two where they really, bring things together to get maximum power. But his looks like so intense that, he does that run, then he goes into that thing, I don't even know what it's called, but that last step or two where he winds up and it looks like he's just harnessing so much power. And it's almost like a violent thing, for lack of a better word. It's just because, I don't think he's real tall. A lot of the fast bowlers I think are fairly tall. I don't think he's especially tall, so maybe he has to just really use his body to maximize energy and power with the release. It's fun to watch. He's like, it's explosive.
This is fantastic bowling. Shoaib Akhtar is on fire. What a ball, what a quick ball. Adam Gilchrist, beaten for pace, had no answer to that Yorker.
This one, watch it goes wide of the crease. Zing, in she goes. Well, it's almost hit the stump of the full. Well, that was a quick delivery too. There have been in the 90-mile-an-hour zone, and that one, look at him soaring around like an eagle. Well, an eagle that's picking on the prey here.
Delivery by Shoaib Akhtar. Rahul Dravid played all over it. Just what the Pakistanis needed. The rock for India. Rahul Dravid returns back to the pavilion.
And nothing worse. The batsman's been out there. He's just got himself cooled down. He gets up there and the bowler comes in and bowls the most magnificent Yorker. Not only was it a good Yorker.
Wow, that was fun. I mean, I'm sure there's watching the spinners and watching the balls move so much off the bounce, that's incredible to watch. But, these Yorkers are also incredible to watch. It's just such an overpowering delivery. And, when you bowl a ball at someone's feet in cricket, I mean, that's something that's comparable to so many sports, balls at your feet are not what you want. If you ever play tennis, you see tennis, a serve and volley, serve and come in to the net after they serve. It's hardly ever done anymore. That's a whole different video to get into. But when it used to be done, if the returner hit the return kind of high, the server had a volley to knock it off, to hit a solid shot. But if the returner gets the ball at the server's feet as he's coming in, all of a sudden that's a really tough shot. And if it's right at his feet, it's a nearly impossible shot to hit with any sort of authority. And you play basketball. If you're gonna pass to me, throw it to me here without bouncing, or bounce it far enough away that it hits me here. I catch it here, but don't bounce it at my feet, because I'm going to have trouble. There's all these sports around the world are unique and different and require different things, but some aspects of them are pretty much universal, and that is when a ball comes to a person's feet, whether they're trying to catch it or hit it or anything, it's going to be a struggle. It's just not natural. So Yorkers, ideally, I think, are supposed to just be right at the batsman's foot, at their feet, and that's difficult. And it's difficult in any sport, In American football, the quarterback throws a pass, if it lands near the receiver's feet, he's going to have a tough time making that catch. So, there are some things that you just can't get around. And dealing with balls at your feet, no matter what sport, are one of them. So that was very interesting. I like that guy. I wish he was still playing so I could see him play now. But we've got the video, and that's cool. If you like the video, please subscribe. Please comment, like. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate them very much. I try to get to everyone, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Talk to you later.